There's something about stuffed peppers that feels like home before you even take a bite. Simple ingredients, slow cooked flavors, and that moment when everything comes together. Soft peppers, rich filling, and just the right touch of seasoning. In today's recipe, I'm making stuffed peppers the way they're meant to be: hearty, comforting, and full of flavor. No complicated steps, just honest cooking that fills your kitchen with the kind of smell that makes people wander in and ask, "Is it ready yet?" Stuffed peppers are timeless comfort meal, and this version keeps it simple and flavorful. Bell peppers are filled with a
Yes,
seasoned pork and rice
really, really good.
mixture, then simmered low and slow in a lightly sweetened tomato
Mm.
sauce until tender and satisfying. So, are you ready? Let's get started. So, for this dish, you will need 2 pounds ground pork, an onion, tomato sauce, bell peppers, California peppers. So, I have here 6 California peppers, salt and pepper, paprika. So, start with washing the peppers in cold water, then wash the rice until the water is clear, then cut the core of the peppers out and remove the seeds. Try to remove as much as you can and give them a rinse with cold water and let them dry. Okay? Okay, I'm showing you another pepper. So I removed all the seeds and the cores from the peppers. Now the next step is to add some olive oil or avocado oil to a pot and fry the peppers for a few minutes. This is how they intensify their flavor, and it will give this dish a special flavor, pepper flavor. Sprinkle them with 1 teaspoon of salt, then remove them from the pot, set them aside, and let them cool. In the meanwhile, add the ground pork to a bowl and cut the onion in small pieces and add them to the bowl. The onion should be uncooked, so don't fry the onion before. Oh, we have a stalker here. That's our cat, Lilu. She's a little stalker. Yeah. She is a Siamese cat. Actually, she's a mix, a Siamese and tuxedo mix. But she's a sweetheart, a mischief sweetheart.
Little
So
stalker.
add the onions to the ground pork, add salt and pepper to taste, The exact ingredients are in the description below. Now add some paprika. This recipe is originally from Transylvania, but it is you can find this in as a staple in the Balkan food, the Balkan cuisine. Now add some parsley and some dill. So this is specific for our region in Transylvania. It is specific. It's specifically simmered in tomato sauce. I know that the Greek stuffed peppers they don't add tomato sauce. They cook them in the oven. I cook them in on stove top, so they will simmer slowly in tomato juice. Now stuff the peppers with this mix. Try not to add too much filling because the peppers can burst while cooking. All right, I'm stuffing another pepper. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's homemade, so do your best. And yes, Lulu is here again on my feet. All right, so the peppers are stuffed. Now I have some mix leftover, and what I usually do, um, I shape some meatballs and place them next to the peppers. You don't have to add an egg. They don't. They will after they cook. They will look like regular meatballs, or you can freeze them if you want the leftover ground meat. Now for the tomato sauce, add some salt and pepper and some dill if you like dill. Um, the tomato sauce, my tomato sauce is a little bit sour, so I ended up adding tablespoon of sugar, and the juice was not enough, so I opened another can. So I'm using here 2 cans of tomato sauce. So simmer, mix well, and pour it over the stuffed peppers. If it's not enough, just add more water to cover the peppers. Now the peppers are covered. Now cook them on medium heat. No, actually on slow heat for about 1 hour. Check on them. Sorry. The rice should be cooked. The meat should be cooked. So it would take for about 1 hour to cook. Now it's time to serve. Let's see what we have here. Yes. So the peppers are soft and it smells heavenly in my kitchen. So you can serve the stuffed peppers with sour cream. Add some extra dill on top if you like dill. Um, eat it with fresh bread. We usually eat it with sour cream on top. Now let's give it a try. But it already looks fantastic. All right, I have guests over. So my son Daniel and his girlfriend Martina uh, came over and asked, "Is it ready yet?" Uh, let's see if they like. Yes, they do. So I'm sure they do. Okay. Yes.
Oh my god, it's so good though.
So mom is happy.
Thank you.
So good.
So
I,
thank you
I
for
really like
watching.
it.
I hope you will try this recipe. I hope you will like this video. So I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.